Me and you gonna share a microphone because he has the other one. So I'm gonna start off with Raymond Woody the third. So you decided to transfer to your pop spot, right?
Decided to.
Yes, and you have been integral about the recruiting from a lot of players from the Pac-12. What are you saying to these young men to get them to come to Daytona Beach?
I mean, really, I'm not saying too much. I feel like it's just a testament to guys know what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so selling a vision versus selling a place. Like we tell everybody, you come to BCU, the best guys gonna play. You have an opportunity to do whatever you want. It's on us. Like whatever we do, the work we put in and all that, like that's all it comes to. And we want to build something. Like a lot of people, you can go to somewhere who just won. You know, you can go and do something, but what you gonna remember for real? You gonna remember starting at the bottom and coming to the top, or you gonna go somewhere who already established. So a lot of these guys, like we all got the same vision. Even the guys that's been here, transfers, freshmen, we all got the same vision. We all trying to come in and do something different, put Bethune-Cookman back to where they've been.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for that. So speaking of that, Bethune-Cookman, the football team has a storied history of winning, especially in the MEAC. Can you elaborate? And I'll ask, is Travaris? Travaris. Can you talk a little bit about what you plan on bringing to the team and executing at a high level to get you guys back to that storied program?
Definitely. Definitely since we moved to the SWAC, I feel like most definitely to start up front with my unit. This year, like I said, been the second year under Coach Woody. We're gonna see a lot of improvement up front with our offensive line. We have a lot more experience now, so it's gonna be definitely a big improvement. And we're gonna shock the world. We're gonna win a lot more games, and you just have to tune in to see really what happens.
Which games are you guys both ready to take advantage of and dominate and say hello? This is Bethune-Cookman. We've arrived.
I ain't gonna lie, we're looking forward to August 31st, first game.
Yes.
1-0. We're trying to go 1-0. I don't really get into too much of circling no game or nothing like that because you start looking ahead of yourself. Like we're trying to go 1-0 every week. We all working for August 31st at 7:00. Like that's what we're trying to do. We're gonna come out and show everybody what we've been working on. We know it's not gonna be easy. That's why we don't do too much talking. We just all about the work. All my guys, man, we working. They know what it is. They know people overlooking us, all that. We don't care about the outside noise. We just working. We ain't doing too much talking. We ready to go.
How's our offense looking?
Oh, it's gonna be great. Chemistry that we have now, it's gonna be great.
How's the offensive line? You said you guys have crazy chemistry.
I said it's probably one of the best offensive lines that I've been part of since I've been in school. So I feel like I said, we're gonna shock a lot of people.
And that communication piece, because with the offensive line, you guys are basically the eyes and ears to the quarterback. If you might see a shift, or they might give a tell on what they're going to do. So you guys have that communication.
Yeah, we're the core, and like you said, we can change we can change the play, we can change the protection, we can change the slide or where it's going. So we definitely we're glued together. Ain't nothing breaking that bond.
And do you have that same sentiment about you don't necessarily pick out one particular game, or is there a game that you're looking forward to?
It's like I said, Ray said, we take game by week, play by play. August 31st, they'll just see, what we do out there in South Florida.
And I'm getting ready to ask they're commenting live right now. You guys are live. So I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to give a shout out to Jay because I see him in the comments. I sent you a message so you can control the comments. So write me back because I can't do the interviews and do that. How is the strength and conditioning coach?
Coach Gab.
Solid.
Yeah, he's solid. He's solid. He's solid.
You mess with Coach Gab. Like I said, we've been working, man. All the guys, we just been in there every day. I've been in a lot of places, man. Them boys be working. Even like Trey said, O-line, they out there every day. Boys out there every day. Monday, Sunday, rain, sleet, snow. I go to the facility, see them boys out there working, man. So we all about the work. Like you say, like you could ask about certain individual, coach, whatever. It's all on us. It's on us. We can whatever, however we want the season to go. It's on us. The work we put in now. That's all it is.
And another question is, how many points are y'all going to put on FAMU to reclaim Florida?
I ain't gonna lie. Look, August, like I said, August 31st.
He said
That's all we worried about.
you're going to have to just
Y'all gonna have to see August 31st, man.
mess around and find out.
7 o'clock. That's all we worried
that's
about.
we take game week by
Game
week.
by game, week by week, day by day.
But that's another big game that we looking forward to. You guys just got to stay tuned. Watch the
Another
Wildcats.
question from the fan base: how do you feel about homecoming? You guys excited? Is this your father? Of course, he played at Bethune-Cookman. Have you had a chance to experience Bethune-Cookman homecoming?
I had a chance to experience the classic. I mean, growing up, I got an opportunity to go to the classic a lot. I know they was asking me what am I looking forward to, like the song. I was like, I really haven't been a part of it yet, but just growing up hearing that
Let's go.
Hell, Wildcats,
Yeah.
man.
But I feel like homecoming, honestly, I mean, we see a lot of people scheduled us for their homecoming this year, you know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna get into too much of that. We one game at a time. I'm gonna keep saying we worry about one game at a time, one day at a time. We got start camp July 31st, man. We just ready to get back to work with the God. It's a blessing for both of us to be here, but we're ready to get back to work.
All right, and that of course is Mr. Woody III and Mr. Hammond, defensive back and offensive line of Bethune-Cookman. Be on the lookout for these two.
Two words. Make sure you always know 2 words. Do right.
Do right. Improve it.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
We have the head coach of Bethune-Cookman. Yes. This is our second year having an interview.
Yes.
Do you remember me?
Yes, I remember you.
Okay.
How you
All
doing?
right. I'm good. I just had the chance to interview your son.
Okay. Was he okay?
Oh no. It's good. So I'm gonna have you put this on.
Where you want me to put it at?
You just clip it up at the top. Yep,
Right
we're
here.
good. We're just gonna segue right on in. This is a live show.
Okay.
All right. So we have our fans in the chat, and then of course they're gonna ask some questions. But Coach, you had some heavy recruiting this year.
Been blessed, I mean, we all as a staff work hard, and without the staff, I mean, it couldn't have been possible.
So when I think about the recruiting prowess, I was doing some research, and you've had a lot of accolades from the FBS level for your recruiting. You got a lot of Pac-12 players and some players out in the Midwest. What does that look like as far as telling the players, like, hey, come play for us at Daytona Beach?
Well, what we have is what we have. I mean, we don't really get caught up in what other people, put out there, but, just being honest with them. We build student athletes. When I was in school, I was a academic football All-American. So we talked to them about, just having the education piece first. And then obviously, you're going to play for coaches that's going to treat you and take care of you, because the number one thing for parents is safety.
Right.
And, once that established, having a great opportunity to come in and play early. And that's basically what I adopted from Coach Taggart, that's now coaching for the Baltimore Ravens. Everywhere we went, we was a part of building programs, and we brought in guys, and we told them, you're going to have a chance to play as a true freshman, and majority of them did.
Another thing that you guys have going on at Bethune-Cookman, you've been getting some serious grassroots fundraising. You've brought in millions of dollars, and then you've also gotten those upgrades. Can you talk a little bit about the impact that those facility upgrades have had on the morale, recruiting, and then just your overall football program to be able to bring that into fruition?
Well, it's big. Perception is everything, right?
Right.
And I want to thank administration at BCU for working hard, and then also coaches going out, you know, selling a program, because you have to be able to sell your product, and they got to understand that it is what it is, you know, when they hear you and when they see it. And you know, I always tell them too, in 3 semesters since our staff have been assembled, you know, our GPA has been a 3.2. So, you know, you got to practice what you preach. You just can't say one thing and do another. And I just think practice field, I mean, Haiti Diz, acting president, you know, Dr. Berry, you know, the board chair, you know, Judge Perry, I mean, and the entirety of the administration have worked hard, have told me that they were going to not just show up to work, but they was going to come to work and go to work since I've been hired, and they've done what they said they was going to do.
And that's important to have that administrative support. I'm going to read a couple of the fan questions.
Okay.
If that's okay with you. So Brandy says, what adjustments have you made from this year to last year? I know for your defense, your defense was right there, right? In a
Yes.
lot of games,
Yes.
it came down to just a couple of plays. And so can you talk about those adjustments or improvements that you've made?
Well, you know, obviously recruiting helps, but just getting the whole coaching staff, because it starts with the coaches. You know, you never want to blame players. You can't blame players because it's your job. But the technique and the fundamentals and the attention to detail equals the coordination of the play. So we've been working on our technique, our fundamentals, and attention to detail. And it was all about that, in my opinion. You know, whatever you have for us personnel is what's going to allow you to run the scheme, offense, defense, and special teams. And then on special teams, obviously, it's the same thing. You know, win the hidden yardage. You know, you talk about offense, you talk about defense, and then you talk about special teams. Just being able to win those. You got to be able to win 2 out of 3, in my opinion, to have a good chance to win games. So technique, fundamentals, attention to detail, and execution of the play.
Okay. And my last question, how does it feel for your son to be playing?
You know what? It feels great. He surprised me on this past Christmas that he was coming to Daytona and play for the Wildcats. And, you know, me not knowing, but he told my dad, you know, obviously he's a senior, still living, doing well. He told him that he was coming. And I'm like, Ray, I'm the head coach now. You have to let me know first, because my phone, social media blowing up. So he wanted to surprise me.
Right,
and I'm
right.
like, I have to know, because my administration called me and said, is your son coming for real? And he thought that was so funny, but no, we're ecstatic, you know, as a family to be able to see him play, because, you know, it was tough, but it's business. You know, I go home, you know, West Coast and pass the East Coast, you know, I mean, his games were like
3-hour
3 hour
difference.
difference.
Yeah.
So now, you know, just having him up under the program, and hopefully he'll come and help us win games.
Yeah. And he said that he's excited to experience that for himself, that BCU culture. And so I'm excited to see what Bethune-Cookman does this year as well. We'll see you on the beach for y'all homecoming, Jackson State.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
A lot of respect for Coach Taylor. I mean, he's doing a really good job. But, you know, someone has to win, someone has to lose.
I'm not going to make you any prediction. No more predictions for the coaches. But thank you so much.
Thank you,
Coach Woody, for coming, and it was good being able to interview you for the second time.
Yeah, appreciate you, and you have a great thing going.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.